if you like seafood. I'm going to make a quick, I mean, we're talking super quick seafood spread that my family absolutely loves. And I do this with shrimp all the time. I make this quick spread, but I thought we'd add a little crab in here and just make it a shrimp and crab. So a seafood spread. And it couldn't be easier. I whip this up in the summer all the time because you can really do it, you know, an hour or so before the guests get there. And I love the idea, you know, butter and seafood. There's no better combination than that. So it's a buttery seafood spread, and it actually has some butter in it. It's really yummy, trust me. All right, we're going to start out with 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese that we've softened, and we're going to do this whole thing in the food processor. You could also do it with a hand mixer if you don't have a food processor, but we just want to really mix it well, and the food processor makes it easy. All right, then we've got a stick and a half of butter that we've softened a little bit. The butter and the cream cheese. I know it sounds a little weird, but oh man, is it good. We've got a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise, good quality mayonnaise. We talked earlier about Old Bay. Whenever it comes to seafood, I usually throw a little Old Bay, just your basic seafood seasoning right in there. A little bit of garlic salt. Got to have some fresh lemon juice. Butter, lemon, just all really goes good together, and of course it's great in this dip. I've got about 3 chopped scallions. We'll save a few for the top. And I love this. This goes perfect with our shrimp boil because, you know, we've got a lot of the same ingredients that we're serving in our shrimp boil, our butter, our lemon, and our shrimp, and our seafood in our dip, and it's a great thing to set out as a beforehand appetizer. And the best part about it, again, you can make it even up to 2 days ahead. I wouldn't make it too far ahead of 2 days because, you know, it's seafood, so a day to two. It's just nice to get things like that out of the way if you're entertaining. So we're going to give that a few, oh, one more thing, a couple of dashes of hot sauce. And don't worry, this won't make it spicy. You could make it spicy if you wanted to add a little more, but just really gives it a lot of flavor. It's a thing that they do in down south in New Orleans. Got to always serve hot sauce. All right, so we're going to give that a whirl. Get all the butter and the cream cheese incorporated. It looks yummy. And now we've got some cooked, peeled, and deveined shrimp. And I'm just going to kind of give that a rough chop. I just want to kind of mix that in at the last minute. And I want everyone to know that there's actually shrimp in this recipe. So I want little chunks is what I'm trying to say. So we'll get that in there. This is about a half cup or half cup of shrimp, already cooked shrimp. So if you've got some leftover shrimp from your shrimp boil, not that you actually would, but you know, who knows? Or if you go out for dinner, and sometimes you go out for dinner and there's like 3 or 4 shrimp left over, you know, this would be great to use that shrimp in this dip. And then I've also got just some crab meat. You could use canned crab meat that you drain really well. You don't want to need that liquid in there, just the canned lumped crab meat. Or you could use, in this case, I'm giving you permission to use the imitation crab meat. It actually works pretty well in the seafood spread. So we're just going to throw about, you know, we're talking about half cup to a cup of each. Just what you have. Just going to pulse it a couple times. We still want that seafood to be a little chunky in there. There we go. This is so delicious. Now, if you have the time, it's always a good idea, when it comes to making any kind of a dip, to let it refrigerate, chill for at least an hour or two, just to really get that flavor in there, that shrimp flavor and the garlic and that kind of stuff. So always a good idea, as I said, to refrigerate it, cover it, keep it sealed for a good couple of hours or overnight. When I'm hosting a big party, try and get all the things like this, the dips, the spreads, just done and out of the way the day before. That way you can just relax and pull it out when the guests get there. Doesn't this look great? And you can actually see the little bits of shrimp and crab in here and that butter. Oh my gosh, so so yummy. Every time I make this, people go crazy over it. Great for a tailgate party, football game, or again, like I said, the perfect starter for our shrimp boil. You can garnish it with a little more scallions. It's up to you. I happen to love scallions. Give it that nice little mild onion flavor without being too overpowering. Maybe just a little sprig of parsley. And then I like to serve it with, because this dip has so much flavor, just a real simple cracker, like a water cracker. You know, a cracker that doesn't have too much flavor, because you really want the dip to be the star of this show. So seafood spread, I think you're going to love this with the butter, the cream cheese. You'll find this recipe on our website, fox